Hey, is the boss up yet? Patience. Diesel 10 will be up soon enough. Well, he better be up soon, because his Brakevan's about to wake up.
Get your greasy buffers off of me, you big red thing!
Ah yes, I see you found her. Yes, she was tough to get, but she finally fell into our trap. Good, good. Now that we have everything we need, let's begin with our plan, shall we? Said an oily voice. Now, I would first like to thank Dart for stealing Annie and Clarabelle with his clever planning with having Bert sneak onto the railway. All thanks to you, Diesel 10. Yes. Now, let's start with phase 2 of our plan. Hello, Percy. Have you finally finished your jobs for the day? Whew, yes. Things haven't been the same since Rosie left for the works and Sumter left for America. They both worked really hard. Easy for you to say that you finished. I still have an express to pull. Yeah, and it's supposed to rain tonight. Hey, Thomas, race back to the sheds? You're on, Percy, said Thomas, and the two friends raced away. Oh dear, said Gordon, and he puffed away with his express. Wait a second, I'm going in the wrong direction. Somebody, help me. Driver, why have we stopped? Wait a second. Do you hear something? Well, yes, Gordon. It almost sounds like a... Whew, that was some storm. Yeah, said Edward. At least we have a roof over our head. Anyways, has anyone seen Gordon? He hasn't come back from his express from last night. He's probably fine, said Thomas. He's probably at Knapford's sheds. I'll go check there, said Thomas, and he puffed away. On his way to Knapford's sheds, however, he saw a sight that made him shudder. Gordon. Gordon? Oh, no, Gordon. Gordon! Oh, this can't be real. Gordon. Oh my... How could I have let something like this happen? Well, we've had quite the eventful day here on Sodor. Aside from the large tropical storm that rolled in last night, Sir Stephen Topham Hatt is facing charges due to a large accident that happened, nearly killing 50 passengers. We have Rebecca on the scene.
Thank you. We are reporting live here in Crovan's Gate, Sodor. As you can see in the background, the station and the coaches are destroyed. The people who are alive on the train are pressing charges against Sir Stephen Topham Hatt.
Don't worry, Thomas. We've already heard about it. Gordon, is he... He's alive somehow, but it's gonna take a while to repair him, and the men at the steamworks think that he might not. Oh, cheer up, everyone. This is likely just a normal accident, and Gordon will likely be back before we know it. As much as I like to agree with you, Edward, doubt that this was just a normal accident. I blame the Diesels, said James. They're always behind this when bad things happen. Just then, Donnell and Douglas came in to shunt Gordon into place to be repaired. It wasn't an accident, wheezed Gordon. What? Said all the engines. Gordon! It wasn't. My driver and I heard a ticking of sounding like a bomb. Next thing I know, the middle coach exploded, nearly killing my driver and fireman, and myself. No doubt about it, said Donald. Diesels are behind this. Aye, said Douglas. Do you remember 2 years ago today? Well, whoever it was, we need to get our jobs done for today. For the rest of the day, the engines continued with their jobs, but their heart wasn't quite in it, as they extremely missed Gordon. Soon enough, word got around on the island, and a lot of their engines knew about Gordon's accident and were talking about it. I agree with James, Donald, and Douglas. I do think it might have been the Diesels who are behind this, said Duck.
Certainly not,
said Boco.
Even a Diesel wouldn't do something as heartless as that.
Yeah, said Oliver, and we don't even have solid evidence that they did it. I agree with Oliver, said Edward. We really don't have anything to prove that the Diesels did it. Anyway, I must go. Edward pulled out of the station with his train. Bills, bills, more bills.
Tom, Matt, are you alright?
Actually, no. After Gordon's accident, I have all these charges to pay. The accident wasn't even my fault. And on top of that, the engine's heart isn't in their work. So they aren't working as hard, and I need that money. Well, what's this? Ah, Flying Scotsman's paper from last time he visited. Maybe if I sent him over, it would attract more passengers, more tourists. That would mean more trains and more money. But should I? Well, it might cheer up the engines a little bit, to where their heart is actually in their work.
Well, sending him over would help. I say you should do it.
You know what, Jane? It probably would help. I'll send for Flying Scotsman tomorrow morning. That evening, all the engines were deep into conversation at Timothy's sheds, when all of a sudden they heard an unfamiliar whistle. Who was that? Asked Thomas. No. It can't be. And it was. Flying Scotsman raced into Timothy's sheds. Hello, everyone, he said. Then he looked over. Gordon? Oh my goodness, Gordon. What happened to you? So much, Flying Scotsman. So much. Gordon was in a bit of an accident, and he almost... Oh dear. Who do you think could have done this? That's what we're trying to figure out, said Edward. Some engines think it was the Diesels, while some of us think it was an accident. We really don't know. Soon thereafter, all the engines went to sleep. That morning, however, Flying Scotsman got up first. He had an idea. For 2 years now, Diesel 10 has been turned into a playground at the beach, and he isn't too happy about that. Flying Scotsman, however, had an idea, and he steamed in. Oh, hello there. I haven't seen you in a while. Don't play funny. I know you had something to do with my brother's accident. I just know it. Whatever are you talking about? Don't play dumb. I know you had something to do with it. Well, maybe I did. But that's for me to know, and you to find out later. Flying Scotsman puffed away. Sir, he's gone. Good. I must say, Dieselton, you're quite the liar. And once you have your wheels, and my plan succeeds, this island will be hours. As Flying Scotsman was puffing home, he was thinking, maybe Dieselton really had nothing to do with this. Then, he didn't think anything else till he saw some coaches ahead. "Oh dear," he said, and crashed into them. Flying Scotsman lay bruised and bemused in a field next to Trevor the traction engine. "Oh, hello there. I'll go get some help," said Trevor, and he trundled away. Soon, James, Edward, Donald, and Douglas brought Flying Scotsman back into Tim's sheds awaiting repairs. Then they all went off to do their jobs. Donald and Douglas were to pull a heavy goods train from Knapford to Brendam Docks. However, when they went over the bridge, Donald got stuck on the side. Douglas tried pulling him up, but it was no use. Donald was stuck. Meanwhile, Captain the lifeboat was patrolling the shores of Sodor, making sure there was no one in danger. However, his engine started making a funny noise, and he started swerving from side to side. "Help! Help! Boat out of control! Boat out of control!" he said, and smashed into the bridge. Captain, Donald, and Douglas, along with their goods train, laid in the field next to the station. Meanwhile, George was off to collect his train. He went over the viaduct, then started going faster down the other side of the hill. He didn't dare look what was coming up ahead. "Not again," he said, and came crashing into a tar tanker. Oh dear. The next day wasn't much different. Oh dear, first Gordon nearly dies, and now I'm in an accident. Andy, should I be wrong to think that there's something going on between the two of you? Andy's face went tomato red. "I knew it," said Stanley.
Oops, I guess I swerved a bit too much there.
Why is everything upside down? Well, I suppose it was going to be my turn sometime soon. Meanwhile, the road vehicles were having troubles of their own. Bertie had a flat tire, Trevor's flywheel was jammed, Harold's blades were twisted, and Terrence was having troubles of his own. And Butch couldn't help because his crane arm was twisted and it was jammed. Ugh, why do these accidents keep happening? They're costing me even more and more money on top of these taxes.
Steven, calm down. These accidents are not your fault. Now, I'm off to the shops. I'll be back in a little bit.
I doubt these are even accidents. Might even have to... Yes. I'll go tell the engines right now, said Topham Hatt. He walked away. Well, we're finally ready. Now that you have your wheels and your engines in place, all that you need to do is be lifted back onto the track. Finally, then this railway will be ours. Later that day, Sir Topham Hatt came to Tim's sheds to tell the engine some important news. Due to the recent uptick in accidents, I have decided that the railway isn't safe and I'll be shutting it down temporarily. This is also due to Thomas being the only working engine. The engines were very surprised. "Sir," said Percy, "you can't do that. You need the money." "Yeah," said James. "Well, I don't need the money right now. Thomas, do you mind taking me out on your branch line so I can calm down a little bit? I'm feeling a bit stressed." "Sure," said Thomas. Thomas spun around onto the turntable. So Topham Hatt got into Thomas, and Thomas puffed away. "I'm glad I haven't had an accident yet," said Thomas. "Be careful," said Topham Hatt. "Don't jinx it. Next thing you know, you could have an accident." "Wait a second, Topham Hatt. Do you hear that?" "Well, look who it is. It's the Blue Puffball." "Harry and Bert, come help us." "Us?" said Thomas. Just then, a man that Thomas knew all too well got out of Diesel 10. Thomas gasped. "Is that P.T. Boomer?" "Back, Thomas, back," said Sir Topham Hatt. "All right," said Thomas. Thomas raced backwards. After him, Diesel 10. "Harry and Bert, come and help us right this instant." I think, we just derailed. Our plan is starting to backfire." "Oh, no, it's not." 10, after Thomas. Diesel 10 raced away. "Oh dear," said Flying Scotsman. "I was right." "Right about what?" asked Henry. "Well, on the first morning that I was here, I went to go question Diesel 10 about all the accidents. He said that we'll find out later." "I knew it," said Donald and Douglas. "Wait a second," said Thomas. "There's some points ahead." "Stop, Matt, stop!" He did so. "Switch the points, now!" "On it," said Sir Topham Hatt, and he did. Diesel 10 came racing over the hill and crashed into the buffers below. Sir Topham Hatt got to his feet. P.T. Boomer stepped out, dazed and surprised. "Hello, hello, hello, what's this here?" said a policeman. P.T. Boomer had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. "Hello, are you guys going to the meeting at Timothy's Sheds?" "We're on our way right now," said Edward. "I have a letter here from Doncaster Works for Gordon's repairs. As you all know, he has been away for quite some time now, and I feel you should know what's going to happen." "Sir, is Gordon going to be okay?" "Well..." "It's good to be back," said Gordon, as he puffed onto the turntable. The engines were ecstatic. "Gordon, you're back," they all said, "and looking better than ever." Yes, indeed. The men at Doncaster Works did wonders. "We're glad you're back, Gordon," said Thomas. "I am too," said Gordon. "Now where are my coaches? I'm itching to pull a train." Goodbye, Gordon. Goodbye, Andy, said Gordon. Well, welcome to the Lovers' Game, Gordon, said Edward. Disgusting. I'm glad I'm not in the Lovers' Game. Ha. It's good to have everything back to normal. Well, as normal as things get around here. Oh dear.